Meanwhile, tensions still rising on the Korean peninsula. But news today, North Korea and South Korea are going to hold their first official face-to-face talks in more than 2 years. That's going to happen next Tuesday. Now, the announcement coming just hours after the United States and South Korea agreed to pause their military exercises in that region ahead of the Olympics, which is next month. Big question here, is peace with North Korea on the horizon? Joining me now, former CIA officer Buck Sexton. Buck, it's great to have you here.
Thank you.
What do you make of this? They haven't even spoken in 2 years, but they share land. I mean, they've maybe got to come to some agreement. Is that what's behind this?
There's some progress here, but it's a long way from anything that people could really celebrate. This is going to be the beginning, if it turned out to be a real thaw in relations between the two countries, technically still at war. Technically, the North Koreans are still a state devoted toward the unification of the Korean peninsula through war, and they're very open about that in their propaganda. But this is what we would like to see happening. And I think what's so interesting is that you've had in just recent days and weeks with Iran and North Korea, two major foreign policy issues that the Obama administration, well, in the case of Iran, I think was disastrous. In the case of North Korea, wasn't able to make any progress. We're always being told that President Trump's tweets are too belligerent, that it's going to cause a problem with Kim Jong-un. Here you have at least an opening that I think has surprised a lot of people. And given what's been said about Trump and his approach to North Korea, a lot of folks are going to say to themselves, hold on a second, maybe he's on to something. Maybe not backing down from the bully in this case publicly was, in fact, able to get us to this point.
Maybe brought them to the table. But on the other side of that, could this be a trap?
Well, it has been in the past, and that's why it's way too early to view this as anything other than a first step on a very long journey of diplomacy that would, I think, be treacherous no matter, honestly, who is the commander-in-chief. The North Koreans have really mastered doing a lot that the international community gets upset about, and then they come forward, they say, okay, this stretches back into the 90s, Kim Jong-il, we'll talk to you, let's do something. And they really took the Clinton administration, Bush, HW, and then also the Obama administration to school on all of these issues. So it's been something that the North Koreans have had a lot of practice at. And I think this might be another head fake, if you will.
Okay, now you mentioned President Trump and that maybe that tough talk and those tough tweets actually has made a difference, and maybe that is affecting the North. But we also have the sanctions. You have to bring up Ambassador Nikki Haley right now, our ambassador to the United Nations. She's been very tough on North Korea. They've asked for sanctions to be increased. We haven't completely cut off their oil, but almost. And we've now heard that the Chinese are actually building refugee camps along their border with North Korea.
Right. Well, the Chinese are really fearful of an implosion of the North Korean state because there would be a massive refugee crisis across the border from North Korea into China. So the Chinese watch this all very in a precarious way.
But what does implosion mean, though?
Well, it would mean that there was some kind of a coup and the regime falls apart, and all of a sudden the whole thing has a, if you will, a Tahrir Square moment. By the way, we are miles and miles away from that happening. But I'm just saying the Chinese always, in a long-term view, are worried about that. As for us and Nikki Haley and sanctions, yeah, this is what's supposed to happen when you tighten access to international finance, banking sanctions, raw material sanctions. The actions the Trump administration has taken here seem to be bearing fruit. And I think there's just many in the foreign policy establishment who are having a moment of, but wait, he does that stuff on Twitter. And it's like, well, whether that works or not, you have to look at the results. And right now it looks like Trump has gotten a beachhead for diplomacy with North Korea that his predecessor in 8 years was incapable of getting.
Now, there are some that said that the biggest concern, the biggest problem that Donald Trump was going to have going into office was going to be North Korea. But there may be bigger problems at home. I don't know.
There's a lot of problems in the world, that's for sure.
Buck Sexton, Buck, thank you very much.
Good to see you.
Appreciate it.